name is Abbie McCarthy, and we have some more amazing live music heading your way. The headliners of our gig tonight are in the building, and we are in the presence of Manchester royalty, don't you know? A big hello to Aaron from the Slow Readers Club. Hello.
Hello, Abbie. Cheers for having us on.
Oh, I'm so excited for this. I mean, you're always talked about in Manchester as such an incredible live band, so I feel like this is going to be super special. How do you guys feel? It's been a while, I guess, isn't it, since you got to do this?
It's not the usual thing, is it? I mean, we've done a couple of live streams before this, so we're not completely new to it, but it's a strange situation to be in. Obviously, we've been through a situation where we've had rooms full of people, which is preferable, I suppose. But yeah, it's been interesting to sort of roll with it and you know, perform in a different way and interact with people and all that kind of thing. So. Hopefully it'll be okay. I mean, it sort of bigged us up to being a great live band, and it's just a weird situation to be in, but hopefully we'll be fine.
You've got this, and it's an amazing opportunity, of course, to connect with your fans, or if you're new to the band but you want to ask them a question, get involved in the chat, and I'll get those to the band throughout the show. So obviously today is a brilliant day for the UK. Pub gardens opening across the UK, hospitality kind of getting back to things. What's your dream sort of pub garden setup? If you could design your own, what's it look like?
Somewhere I can get a table.
Yes, which seems to be the problem.
Yeah, without having to reserve one. Me and my bro have spent most of today just walking around Manchester trying to get a seat, to be honest with you.
No chance, really,
but
is there?
No. But yeah, somewhere you can have a table and then it's not too wild. Well, you want a bit of wildness, don't you? But not nobody punching anybody. But yeah, like a sunny day.
Yeah.
Beers coming regularly.
Yeah, ice cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ideally, that's what we're looking forward to, and it's. I mean, it's amazing to see it today, like out there. Like anybody that's seen, I'm sure it's all over social media. Fingers crossed, everything stays safe, and But it's a top feeling to see everybody buzzing again,
Yeah, it really is. Absolutely. Now, being the great, prolific band that you are, you made a whole new album, your 5th studio album, during lockdown. So thank you for that.
Yeah, well, we didn't. We weren't sure what else to do, really. And we had. This is the only thing we could do to keep control of, So, as this thing was looming on the horizon. The label we're on at the time, we're on a label called Modern Sky, and we're recording in Park Street Studios. And the label boss came to Park Street, having been in Beijing, and that was one of the first times we were sort of very, very aware of this thing coming over. And then we saw the tour sort of slip away and that kind of thing, like every other band that's out there. And we're all in this situation, aren't we? But yeah, we once we're in that situation, we're like, well, the only thing we have control over is our time, and we just took it as an opportunity. We did some lockdown recordings where we'd play our individual parts and piece them together and put those out on the internet and stuff. And there was a lot of bands doing that. I think Blossoms and Elbow and stuff were doing similar things. But you just felt that you needed to connect with your audience, whereas normally we'd be out doing gigs or in stores or whatever. It was just a different way of connecting with people, really. And then it was a new way of writing as well for us, because we'd normally just be in a room jamming stuff out. We were just swapping ideas on WhatsApp and stuff like that, and building songs gradually. But it was cool. And we're still doing a little bit of that now, but a bit more of both. Some in the practice room, some, when the inspiration strikes, and
quick
one
WhatsApp,
of us has an idea,
jump on Zoom or whatever. Yeah. Do you think that's almost been one of the most challenging times for you as a band creatively, like the fact that you all had to work remotely and kind of work in that way?
Yeah, I mean, it was it actually, I think we saw it as it was quite invigorating in a way, because you're just like, well, yeah, we just saw it as an opportunity, and it brought the best out of us, and also I think because of the nature of the period, there was less pressure on it. You could be more experimental. Not that we were sort of doing Radiohead in Rainbows type stuff, but we explored new territory with it, so it was good. It was quite freeing.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think we got 20 tunes out of 2020, whereas we would have had, just the 11 on the Joy of the Return, which was our fourth album. Yeah. So yeah, it's been good. I mean, we're buzzing to be able to play some of them live tonight and tour later this year.
Yeah,
with them,
exactly. You're going to have 2 albums to tour by the time you get round to touring, which is going to be super exciting. And I was reading about you guys earlier, and the last couple of albums you've worked on kind of full time as a band, haven't you? Sort of like giving up, balancing other jobs.
Yep.
So did that really help then kind of focus your creativity and just the writing process, I guess?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it was a lot more concentrated, and it was, it was the first time being able to relax to an extent and enjoy some family time and stuff, because it was very intense. I mean, we'd had, I think we got to the Apollo before before we'd gone full time with the band.
Which
so
is
it's
mad.
like we were still in day jobs. Jim was like teaching at the time, and came from teaching to the Apollo at the same night. It was a crazy situation to be in, really. But that was when we were there, we thought, well, maybe we should do it full time. But
I think that's a sign.
But I think we got to the end of, was it 2019, and then obviously what happened in 2020 is 2018 was the Apollo. Yeah, so I'm saying 2019 was when was a great year for us. We'd toured Europe for the first time and did amazing festivals and all that kind of thing. But yeah, obviously everybody got hit by COVID, didn't they? So I think we're all doing bits of odds and ends now, and going back to that, mixing a little bit of working and making music as well. But fingers crossed we'll be back to it full time later this year.
Yes, definitely. How much are you missing live shows? Can you even put it into words?
It's crazy. I mean, you can see we're dead close to our fan base, and we've got a fan page on Facebook, and on we'd speak to them on Twitter and all the other social media channels, but mainly like the Facebook group, and you can see that they're going through it. You can see that people. I think it's quite cruel, Facebook, in a way, because it'll bring up the memories of previous years.
Yeah, of the
and
good
it just
stuff.
sort of goes, I should be, I want to be back in Gorilla again. I want to be back, it's some Mad Cool again in Madrid, and everybody's just looking forward to it. It's been interesting to do things like this though, and be forced into communicating in different ways with the audience that we wouldn't know normally, like the live chat stuff. It's just brought different things out of us, so there have been positives. We've got to try and focus on those, I suppose.
Well, yeah, exactly that. So what would have been the last show that you did then?
We had a rescheduled tour of Ireland because Jim got some weird thing on your hand, didn't you, Jim? he had some fleshy. Yeah,
your hand nearly
fell
off.
Some weird,
wow, sounds dramatic.
Tropical flesh-eating virus or something on his hand. It was really weird. It was quite gruesome, actually. And we thought, but at least he's still with us. But yeah, so we had to reschedule our Irish tour, and so we ended up doing that in January and February of 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even remember the year anymore.
Yeah, the last year's just blurred into one, isn't it?
Yeah. So it was where did we play last? Was it Limerick or somewhere? Cork. Cork, yeah. So yeah, we played Ireland. Was our last show.
Oh.
So far.
Yeah, hopefully there's more very, very soon.
Yeah.
And you've had quite the journey with Scruff the Neck, kind of promoting your shows, haven't you? From the start, from a little pub to huge sellout shows, like you're saying, the Apollo and stuff. So yeah, tell us about that, from the early days to kind of the heights that you've reached.
I think we've been around a while, but and we've done some shows before the Scruff the Neck period. But I think the first one we did with them was a pub in Charlton called the Royal Oak, and that was probably 2010ish, something like that, maybe 12. Yeah, it's long. Yeah, was it that? I can't remember. Was it that? No.
Yeah.
It's a while
in the
back,
distant
past. During the war. It was a while back, but yeah. So every band goes and does those rooms, and we were in a position where we wanted to go out and tour, which we'd not been. We were fairly DIY, very DIY before that, just booking our own shows direct with venues and things like that. And then we got involved with Scruff the Neck, and they helped us out with our first tour. And then shortly after that, we picked up. We got a support tour with James, and that really built our fan base around the country, and then we started being able to fill rooms around the country, really. And we've just been building from there. And when the more festivals we get, the more singles we release. We seem to be gaining new people all the time, which is good. It's the direction you want it to be going in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, supporting James, that must have been pretty incredible.
It was cool. Yeah,
huge band.
We were. My wife's a big fan, and I was a big fan as well. Like, although I probably, in all honesty, owned the best of when I was younger. But yeah, it was mad. I mean, we had the first we knew of it was they tweeted about an acoustic version we did. Kurt and I did of I Saw a Ghost at Manchester Central Library, and we knew a guy that wrote their sleeve notes called David Brown, and managed to get a record to them and saying, we'd love to support you sometime in the future. Unfortunately for us, they had a tour coming up and a new album coming up, so it was good. We'd been waiting for a long time for a break like that, so it was it was really good.
Yeah. So
and,
I imagine
cool to meet them as well. They were really supportive on tour and everything.
That. Yeah. Did they give you any kind of advice at that stage, or anything that kind of stuck with you?
Yeah, massive. I mean, they were really great. Saul and Jim in particular were real champions of us. That Saul would sort of stand in the wings watching our shows, and we'd speak to them about all the sort of the machinery of the industry, like agents and management and stuff like that, which we didn't have at that time. Yeah. So it was a massive help, and they fed us and watered us, and,
which is important.
And carried our gear from gig to gig, let us share the crew, which just ridiculous, really. But
which is wicked. So killer shows with them, huge show of your own at the Apollo, a bunch of festivals. What would be your favourite show to date? Is that hard to pick? I guess there's probably been a few, isn't there?
Yeah, the Apollo's definitely up there. The Albert Hall in Manchester was another amazing one, just because it's a spectacular room.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. What about you? What are your favourites? Hebden Bridge. Yeah, we did that for Independent Venue Week, Hebden Bridge Trades Club, and that was.
Oh yeah.
It's quite a low ceiling in there, so everybody's crammed in on top of you, kind of thing. Bootleg Social actually in Blackpool's very similar vibe to that. Yeah. But yeah, it was just that those were intense. What about you, Kurt? What's your favourite? The Apollo, yeah. It's just
the Apollo, yeah.
You got to say
I mean, yeah, that's the one, I guess, isn't it? What do you think's been your proudest moment as a band? Obviously, your album before this last one, charted. Would it be something like that, or would it just be that you can now do this full time?
Yeah, I think it was being able to go full time.
Yeah.
After getting to the Apollo, being able to go full time. Joy of the Return was a top 10 album for an independent band. That's a pretty big deal, and it was all fan powered, because we have had some radio support, like Chris Hawkins at Six Music and Steve Lamack and a little on Radio X and stuff like that. But we're not rotated all the time, on those stations. So it's quite a thing to be able to do those size shows and get that kind of chart position when it's just our fans getting behind us in the main.
And your fans, the readers. A lot of people just in the chat be like, readers.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get to some of their questions in just a bit. Now I know you've played some pretty cool international shows as well, including in China, I think.
Yeah.
So how was that?
that was crazy. It was a long commute on it. And everybody was in masks already there. They were well ahead of the time.
Oh right, okay,
yeah. That was cool. I mean, it was a funny one. We were
4 days. Good.
Yeah. These lads, Jim and David in particular, were keen to get there as close as possible to the show. And me and Kurt were like, "Oh no, we should have some time there, go and see some stuff." And then we got there and just got pissed. And then we were worse for wear and just about made the show. So we didn't really need to get there in time, did we? But yeah, it was amazing. I mean, I'd like to say I saw a lot of the sights, but I didn't, because I saw a lot of the sofa bed. It was mad.
And is it different over there, the way they kind of receive music? Because I think us Brits are a little bit like, ooh, rowdy, aren't we?
It was a bit
and
reserved.
Much more kind of respectful, I think, aren't they?
Yeah, we did the first show was like like an in the city showcase that we used to have in Manchester, like a industry festival, if you like, in Beijing. and we were sort of before we went out to the crowd, you weren't sure there was anybody in there because it was you could hear a pin drop kind of thing. But yeah, once we were out there, they were like they were really buzzing.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
yeah.
But it was quite weird.
Just different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but,
different to Manchester, I
Yeah,
imagine.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
where
yeah,
a little
but
bit more.
The
bit more
festival
lively.
we did a thing called Strawberry Festival afterwards as well, which was
Right.
that was huge, wasn't it? It was like a huge car park. That was like all tarmacked. I don't know what the situation was. I guess it was a car park normally.
Wow.
But that was a really good show, and we went out and had loads of photos with people and stuff like that. It was a really good experience.
Brilliant. Someone's asking a very important question, so I need to get that to you now. Is what flavour crisp with your pint?
I didn't have crisps.
From Chaz Emma.
It was a late lunch, and I had a chicken burger and chips. I assume they're referring to the pint I posted on socials earlier. That's all.
You got to have a pint.
Yeah.
It's a great day today. Now, of course, as we've spoken about, you proudly represent Manchester and the scene. It's a city with a real wealth of talent, especially guitar bands. Who are you guys really excited about? Is there anyone that's kind of caught your attention?
I like Blinders, Lathams, who are just coming through. Although I think the Wigan band,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
in the Verve are sort of from out that way as well, aren't they? So it's in the orbit, Yeah, it's obviously something happening, particularly around Lathams at the moment.
Yeah,
which is good.
definitely.
It's good to see sort of guitar music. Snuts has obviously had a #1 album recently, although not Mancunians. But yeah, there's an exciting. There is a future for guitar bands. You wouldn't always believe it. Listen to Spotify playlists, but yeah, it's it seems like there's something happening again.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Absolutely. What's the secret to your longevity, do you think?
Bloody mindedness, belief in the tunes.
Yeah.
Thinking, this time next year, Rodders will be millionaires or whatever. I don't know. I do. Just
pure dedication to what you're doing.
We enjoy what we do. It really wouldn't. I don't think it'd matter too much if, obviously, having played big shows now, it'd be weird to sort of play small shows, but we enjoy what we're doing. We enjoy writing music. It's a great privilege to be able to express yourself and share your thoughts with the world and stuff like that. So it's as long as people will turn up and listen to it, and even if they don't, we'll probably still make
You'll
music.
carry on
I would
anyway.
imagine. Yeah.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to maybe someone's watching that's, a songwriter just starting out, or there are a bunch of mates who want to start touring as a band? What would be the advice that you'd give them?
Try and get nailed on with your songwriting and your live performance. Get out of your own city as soon as you can, as soon as you feel ready. Get the word spread about. Try and when it comes to releasing, have a plan and go. Think maybe a couple of singles ahead. That's something we didn't. If we've learnt lessons in the past, is like we'll have had a single do all right and get on Lamac round table or whatever, and then go not have something to follow up straight away.
Yes.
So it's just I mean, BBC introduced it and stuff like that. Put this out there for people now, but I don't think it was that clear to us at the time. But you just, you figure these things out as you go along. But having some kind of plan for the next 12 months or
that is a
even
good idea.
6 months. Start to plan at the moment, though, isn't it?
It is a little bit. Right. Loads of questions from the chat, so I'm going to dive in. This one is from Ellie Ayas. They say, ciao, Aaron. Are you looking forward to Italian live shows? And also, follow-up question, what's your favourite Italian food? Ooh, this is making me hungry.
I don't know. Garlic bread, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, you've got to say pasta and pizza, really. It's the only answers, isn't it?
Yeah. Just I'm trying to be less pedestrian than spaghetti bolognese. But we're buzzing for. I don't think we've. Have we played? Did we play? Have we played an Italian festival? Haven't we? Was it on the Italy border? Italy.
Oh right.
Border, yeah. But we've not really played Italy as a headline show yet. So. Yeah, totally looking forward to it. Yeah.
All right, that's on.
That's right. Yeah, German-speaking town in northern Italy. Yeah.
Oh, where that was.
Yeah.
But Ellie, they will come to Italy. It's on. This one is from Ferbed06. How's Jim's hand now? Is it all healed? Oh, that's nice. Checking in.
Yeah, I've got a big scar on it.
Oh, yeah, you have
Yeah.
actually. I can see that.
Yeah, I had a big hole in my hand, so I can use my thumb. You know, they
He's
said
back.
When they I don't know if people can hear me, but when they operated on it, they came into my hospital bed, and the surgeon drew a big arrow down my arm, like that.
Oh, here we go. We're getting a close-up on the hand. This is what the people want. People want the gore.
He drew a big arrow on my hand there, but bear in mind, my hand looked ridiculous at the time. So I
Yeah.
said, what's the arrow for? And he said, just so we make sure we operate on the right hand. And it was like, oh, don't tell me that. And he was being genuine. I thought he was
Stop it.
He said, when we do it, you might lose your thumb as well, but I just said, can't I've got some gigs in 2 months. You're going to have to sort it out. He didn't tell us that. Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, well, thank God it's all sorted.
Yeah, I've got a big scar there, but he couldn't stitch it up because it was so big, so it just had to heal. Took about 5 months to heal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so.
Thank God you're out the other side, yeah.
Yeah.
Goodness me.
Bum notes I played in the past, so.
Well, exactly. That's it. A football-related question for you now from Superfoss. Who do you want to see finish top 4?
Yeah.
You say not Liverpool.
Not Liverpool. United.
Are you all United fans?
Yeah, I don't really
All of
mind
you?
who else finishes top 4, to be honest.
I mean, you will, though, to be fair.
I'd like
You're
Everton.
I
I'd like
think you're
Everton
close
to
the
finish
gap on
top 4, but
City.
it's not going to happen. But under United, but yeah.
Okay. This one is from Andy, Croatia. Any chance of a return to Norwich? Is that on?
It's Partridge fans over there. Yeah, probably. Yeah. But it's not on the next tour, is it? I don't think. But yeah, possibly.
Yeah, you've got to go and see Alan
Yeah.
after all. Dazapaz, tell Aaron I have his record. I have his record he wants, and it is his at the Bristol gig.
Okay.
Whatever
Thank
that
you.
means. He should know what I'm on about. I'm hoping you do, because I don't know what's
remember.
going on.
No. Sorry.
What's this one? This is from Chaz Emma. Just more questions about crisps. I think I've already had that one. What is your favourite flavour of crisp, though, while we're here, you know?
Chili Heat Wave Doritos, probably.
All right, that's a good flavour.
Yeah. I don't know if it's technically a corn snack as opposed to a crisp, but yeah.
No, you can have that. This is another one from Andy. If you could re-record any of your tracks, which one and why?
Oh, good
or do
question.
like a different
And
version
I
or
do
something?
have one. I do have one. It would be Block Out the Sun.
Okay.
Because and it's purely selfish.
Yeah.
The other lads might disagree, but I deliver it differently
okay.
on live than I do on record. Because I went for subtle on the record, whereas live I give it a bit more of an operatic, full voiced performance. Yeah. So Block Out the Sun.
Yeah. Okay. When was it you realised you could sing like really well?
I don't,
You're like,
yeah.
can he?
Yeah.
Guys, I don't know if you know, you've got an alright singer
it
over
remains
here.
to be seen. I was young, but I mean, my dad used to sing and play the guitar in the house, and my mum sang to us. So it was always around in the house, and then I don't know. I've always, my daughter sings at the moment. She's 6, and she's happily singing around the house. So like, I'm probably around a similar age. But it's once you sort of figure you can follow a melody, I suppose.
Yeah.
Very, very young. I think I sang in school plays and stuff like.
Yeah.
Yeah, nativities and shit like that. Yeah, there's some great footage out there somewhere.
I was going to say, we need to dig that out
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. This one is from Rob Monkman. Aaron, is football coming home this summer?
I don't know. Don't know. Is that an international football question?
I actually really think we will win the Euros. I
don't really
keep getting
follow
really
England, to be
overexcited.
honest.
Just say yes, because
Yes,
it will please the people.
absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
there we
I
go.
fully believe in the England team.
This one is from Kate the Shepherd. Any more babies on the way? Not that you know of.
Within the band, no, I don't think so. No, I'm sure the planet will have other babies on it, but not as spawn of Sloridical people. No.
Watchman's just come in. Watchman 71. What song is Curtis's favourite for playing guitar?
For playing guitar on. I Saw a Ghost. I'm not sure if people can pick. I'm only saying that because I watched the interview before, and I'm not sure they can pick you guys up.
Okay.
Curtis said I Saw a Ghost.
And what songs can we expect from your set tonight then? Are you going for songs from the latest records, or are you
All the
delving
big
into some
ones.
classics?
Yeah, there's some big. Yeah, well, yeah. I Saw a Ghost is on there. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I was going to say,
no,
Curtis had
yeah.
his way.
Yeah, some stuff from the newer records and some stuff from the older ones. A good mix, I think.
Okay.
Because we're thinking our fans will be watching, new people will be
Yes.
watching, so you got to put your best foot forward, haven't you?
Yeah.
Hopefully, people will like it.
For anyone that hasn't seen you before, if they could listen to one track to really kind of get an essence of what the Slow Readers Club are about, what would you direct them to?
Probably Lunatic. Purely because it's second on Spotify to Plant the Seed, and I don't think Plant the Seed is as representative probably, but
Got you, okay.
yeah, Lunatic.
Amazing. Okay, well, we are very much looking forward to your set tonight. Thank you very much for chatting to me,
Thank you,
Aaron.
Abbie. Cheers.
The legendary, the Slow Readers Club, taken to the Scruff of the Neck TV stage very, very soon.